that forgiveness has a physiological effect on our brain to clean it up. When you're lying in bed about to go to sleep, just think, wow, when I'm asleep tonight, my body's vacuum cleaners are going to clean up all the thorns.
In this video, you'll uncover a surprising truth about how holding on to negative emotions might be silently damaging your health, and how a simple change could transform your well-being with expert Barbara O'Neill. Stay with us because every moment unlocks a longer, vibrant life.
21 days of going down the new pathway, it's a physical pathway in the brain. 21 days of not going down the old one, it gets fainter and fainter. That second week that Doug was with us, I didn't hear him relate the story anymore. Something else had happened. Something else that science shows us today is quite amazing. But that little book, The Ministry of Healing, it was written over 100 years ago, and she actually talks about it.
Neuroscientific research has shown that the brain's ability to rewire itself is known as neuroplasticity. This allows the brain to form new neural connections, especially when people consistently practice new behaviors, thoughts, or skills. While the 21-day time frame for forming new habits is commonly cited, it's important to note that more complex behaviors may take longer to establish. A 2009 study published in the European Journal of Social Psychology found that it can take anywhere from 18 to 254 days for new habits to become automatic, depending on the individual and the behavior. Neuroplasticity not only helps with habit formation, but is also crucial in recovery from brain injuries. Studies from institutions like the National Institutes of Health, NIH, highlight how consistent mental and physical exercises can significantly improve cognitive function after trauma. If you are trying to form new habits or rewire negative thought patterns, consistency is key. Focus on small, manageable actions each day. For example, setting daily goals to practice mindfulness or engage in physical activity can help reinforce positive neural pathways. Additionally, celebrating small successes can help solidify the new habit over time.
She says grief, anxiety, discontent, remorse, guilt, and distrust can tend to break down the life forces and invite decay and death into the body. Doug did not realize he was actually inviting decay and death into the body. When we cherish or entertain negativity, thorns grow. Thorns grow between the dendrites. You see, when a negative thought comes in, let's do it with Doug. When a negative thought comes in, my father yelled at me all my life, it's not fair. It comes like a breeze through the branches of your trees. And at that point, you can hold it or you can let it go. Now, all his life, Doug had been holding on to it.
Chronic negative emotions, such as grief and anxiety, can cause long-term stress that affects the body in various ways. Persistent stress leads to the activation of the body's fight-or-flight response, increasing cortisol levels, which over time can lead to inflammation and weaken the immune system. Studies from Harvard Medical School have shown that chronic stress is linked to the development of cardiovascular diseases, digestive disorders, and even a weakened immune response, increasing susceptibility to illnesses. Research from the Mayo Clinic emphasizes the importance of emotional regulation in preventing psychosomatic diseases. Chronic emotional stress has been proven to contribute to conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, hypertension, and certain autoimmune diseases. Letting go of negative emotions, such as through forgiveness, can reduce stress and improve overall health. A study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that people who practiced forgiveness had lower levels of cortisol and better immune responses compared to those who held on to grudges. The act of letting go, especially in emotionally stressful situations, was linked to improved emotional regulation and reduced physical symptoms of stress.
He yelled at me, it's unfair, he yelled at me. And thorns were growing. And he had prostate cancer. These are your psychosomatic diseases. When he heard this, and with my little bit of a shove, he made a decision. I won't go there anymore. I will forgive. His goals, his reason, intellect, judgment said to him, it's time to stop. Yeah.
Psychosomatic diseases occur when psychological stress manifests as physical symptoms. While these conditions have psychological origins, the physical symptoms are very real. Common examples include hypertension, chronic pain, and certain types of gastrointestinal disorders. According to the American Psychological Association, there is significant evidence that emotional stress can exacerbate conditions like cancer and autoimmune disorders by triggering inflammation and altering immune function. Managing emotional health is a key part of reducing the impact of psychosomatic conditions. Research published by the National Institutes of Health, NIH, supports the link between chronic emotional stress and disease development. Studies have shown that individuals with unresolved emotional trauma are more likely to experience conditions like heart disease and gastrointestinal disorders, especially if they suppress their emotions rather than seek healthy coping mechanisms. Engaging in regular emotional check-ins, practicing mindfulness, and seeking therapy when needed can be powerful tools to prevent psychosomatic conditions. For those facing chronic stress, techniques like journaling, meditation, or counseling can help address unresolved emotional issues and reduce their physical effects. Send.
Does it ever say to you, it's time to stop? Because him holding on to this, is it hurting his father? His father doesn't even know. It's the most selfish decision you'll ever make, and it's the best selfish decision you'll ever make. Because you let that go. It's not hurting you anymore. Freedom. Doug made the decision to forgive. All right, I will. Yes. Whenever he's tempted that day, I've forgiven. He didn't seem to have any feeling there. Does that matter? Nope. Now, you might be a little bit shocked at what I'm about to say. It's a little bit flippant, but it's a scientific fact. Fake it till you make it. Huh? Who are you faking? That limbic, wild horse emotional system needs the bridle, needs the reins. Here they are here. And eventually, he felt like it. Because your words affect your feelings. He obviously didn't feel like it straight away because he said, I've done it. But as the days went on, those feelings changed because your words affect your feelings. And that night, after he'd made the decision, a little bit of battle, a couple of times that day, but he stood firm.
Forgiveness doesn't just benefit the person being forgiven, it significantly improves the health and well-being of the person doing the forgiving. Emotional burdens, when carried long-term, can cause stress that negatively impacts cardiovascular health, immune function, and even brain health. A 2016 study published in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine found that individuals who forgave others had lower blood pressure, lower heart rates, and reduced stress hormone levels. Over time, this can lead to improved heart health and a longer lifespan. According to Harvard Health Publishing, forgiveness leads to numerous physiological benefits, including a stronger immune system, less anxiety, and better mental clarity. Forgiveness can also reduce the chronic inflammation linked to stress and improve mood, making it an essential part of emotional and physical health. In a landmark study from Emory University, participants who practiced forgiveness techniques over a 6-week period showed significant reductions in stress-related biomarkers, such as cortisol, compared to a control group. The study concluded that forgiveness has measurable positive effects on both emotional and physical health, particularly in reducing stress-related conditions.
When he went to sleep that night, little cells were activated. They're called glial cells. And your glial cells are your body's vacuum cleaners. And there are more glial cells in your brain than nerve cells. And because Doug made the decision to forgive, when he went to sleep between the hours of 9 and 2, the little glial cells came along and they vacuum cleaned up all the thorns. Science is now showing that forgiveness has a physiological effect on our brain to clean it up. When you're lying in bed about to go to sleep, just think, wow, when I'm asleep tonight, my body's vacuum cleaners are going to clean up all the thorns. My brain's going to process properly, file system, everything that I did in the day. Amazing things happen when you sleep. What happens if you don't sleep?
Glial cells play a crucial role in maintaining the brain's health by removing waste products and toxins that accumulate during the day. This cleanup process is most active during sleep, especially during deep sleep stages. Studies from the National Institute of Neurological Disorders and Stroke show that glial cells also help repair damaged nerve cells, contributing to better cognitive function and emotional resilience. A lack of sleep can impair this process, leading to cognitive decline, emotional instability, and an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. Research from Harvard Medical School has revealed that during sleep, glial cells in the brain increase their activity to eliminate beta amyloid, a substance associated with Alzheimer's disease. This process is one of the reasons why quality sleep is essential for long-term brain health. To optimize the brain's cleaning process during sleep, prioritize getting 7-9 hours of sleep each night. Establishing a bedtime routine, reducing screen time before bed, and keeping the bedroom dark and cool can help improve sleep quality. Avoiding caffeine late in the day and practicing relaxation techniques before bed can also promote deep, restorative sleep. Your presence here is so important, and I'm grateful for every minute you invest in your health. Subscribe to the channel, and if you've made it to the end, comment. I'm committed to my longevity. Let's keep evolving together on this vibrant journey toward better health.